Imagine all creations experiencing this through you. So you try to deliver the best experience possible and try to avoid going to a place of pain and suffering for yourself so that you don't transmit that to others. So now let's begin. Close the eyes, bring the attention in. Nothing to do, nothing to seek. Everything we need is already within. Let's begin with the sun of Om 3 times to attract divine attention. Imagine you're becoming one with all beings everywhere. Fix your mind on God alone. Rest your thoughts in God alone. And then God, you will live hereafter. Of this, there's no doubt. May all beings everywhere be happy and free from suffering and enjoy this practice through our senses. May we always have a strong desire for the knowledge that liberates us from pain and suffering. And may we cherish no ill feelings against each other. Only ever peace, love, joy, and compassion. Om Shanti, 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 peace, peace, peace. Remember the words from the Bhagavad Gita. Knowledge is better than practice. Meditation is better than knowledge. Renunciation of the fruits of action is better than meditation. Peace immediately follows such renunciation. So let's put that into practice today. Imagine this as your divine duty to all beings everywhere. Do it because it must be done. Let's do the mantra for purification once to purify the space, the grounds, and all the psychic channels within. If you don't know it, just pretend you're chanting the voice of the Guru. You derive all the benefits as though you were chanting it perfectly. You do know it, do it with conviction and volume so it can be heard by all the subtle bodies within and all around. Try to do it in a single breath as well if we can. Om Pavitra Pavitra Va Sawa Pashtanga Topi Va Yaha Smrit Pandrika Ksham Sabhaya Vyantraha Saji. So now let's do Kapalabhati. It is a kriya, as I say, a purifying technique. So we're just trying to purge all the impurities from the lungs, oxygenate the blood, and aerate the lungs. It also stimulates the Muladhara chakra, the root chakra. So just try to imagine you're throwing the belly button against the front of the spine. Do it forcefully to work the diaphragm, and it also tones the abdomen. And don't worry about the inhale, it's passive, it happens automatically as a result of the pressure built up by the exhale. Imagine you're hitting a drum, the same action. At the end of it, we'll do the kumbhaka, that is to say the breath of tension, where we contract the root muscles, contract the buttocks, push the belly button right to the front of the spine if you can. And that's for the root lock. For the throat lock, we want to raise the chest as we inhale, inflate the lungs so that we bring our chin down on the chest for the breath retention, the back stays straight. We try not to hunch forward. Keep the back very tall and straight. The tip of the tongue to the roof of the mouth behind the teeth will seal out the lock, and the attention's at the space between your eyebrows. Try to fix your mind on the seat of divine perception, which is located there. So let's begin. Hands in Jnana Mudra, the mudra consciousness on the knees. So let's begin by breathing out completely, emptying the lungs, and begin. Keep going if you can. Little longer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Push all the air out of the lungs. Now take a deep breath in. Hold the breath, chin in the chest, apply the throat in a root lock. Third eye attention. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the body movements, and the emotions as though they were frozen. If your mind starts to wander, just keep bringing it back to the attention to the space between the eyebrows. Keep trying. Slowly exhale. Relax, release the locks. From the solar plexus, source of inner power, inhale and power up to the crown. Exhale back down to the navel of the solar plexus. And the solar plexus again, inhale up to the crown. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Now, big deep inhale from the spine all the way up to the top of the chest. Another breath of tension, get ready. Hold the breath. Jalandhara Bandha, Mula Bandha, throat lock, root lock. Keep trying to keep your attention at the space between the eyebrows. Keep holding. And good determination, keep the mind calm, even though the body is feeling tension, perhaps comfort. Be unconcerned, unbothered, undisturbed. Now return on the exhale back to all the way down. From the solar plexus again, inhale more of the power up to the crown that you find at your internal source. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Once again, from the solar plexus up to the crown, inhale. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Inhale up to the crown. Hold the breath for a moment. Imagine all that you put up there, all the power is going out to all beings everywhere. Share what you have with all beings. Exhale, release the locks. Relax. Ensure that the exhale is controlled. Pranayama is about the control of the vital force. So if you explode the body, if it goes to the point where it feels like an explosion when you let go of the breath, then you've lost some of the benefit of the practice. So we try to don't go to the point where you do have to where it all comes out and all of a sudden. Do it gradually. So now let's do a bit of Ujjayi breathing, victorious breathing. This helps to build heat and it increases the capacity of the lungs. Imagine the breath, you're concentrating between just a little bit, maybe 2 or 3 finger wisps below the belly button up to the crown. So breathe it up to the top of the chest, So breathe in this area. We'll start off audibly, making an ocean sound with the breath. So we have the belly and the chest. We inhale and we exhale about matched in duration, about 5 seconds on each. Our way to the next inhale, close the mouth, but continue to produce the ocean sound. You should feel like you're breathing through a partially restricted throat. Need more. Really inflate the lungs, raise the chest. One more. One more deep breath in. But start as a fill up the whole capacity of the trunk. Raise the chest. One other breath of tension. Bring the attention to the space in the eyebrows, the throat to move back as always. Now try to see if you can let a little bit more air in as you both continue to hold the breath. Create a little bit more space. Keep the attention to the space in the eyebrows. See if you can let in a little bit more. And can you let in even more? The mind still calm. Slowly exhale again. Release the locks, relax. From the solar plexus, inhale up to the crown. Bring the power up there. Exhale back down to the solar plexus. Once again, bring the power up from the solar plexus to the crown on the inhale. Leave it there as you go back to the solar plexus on the exhale. One more breath of tension. Fill up completely. Expand the lungs, raise the chest, and again, Vaka. Third eye attention, everything stops. Imagine that all the power that you put up there is now circulating everywhere to all beings. Letting a little bit more air into the lungs if you can, create space. Remember that if you can't hold the breath for as long as I'm cueing it, you can let go. Again, if you can, breathe a little bit more air in the lungs. And if you're still holding your breath, even a little bit more breath, bring it in. Exhale slowly, with control. Continue to be the witness, watching the body throughout the practice, watching the mental reactions and the emotions without any judgment is what you observe, without any expectations of what you should or should not observe. Be the witness, and through the asanas, we try to pay reverence to God who is residing equally in all beings. Equal portion of God exists in each and every form, in each and every being. So celebrate all the beautiful, magnificent ways that God manifests in this universe. Come to standing. So start off by these warm-ups. I'll produce heat to again promote the release of the impurities, starting off the organs now. Imagine that as you're pumping the belly button in and out, that all the impurities are tumbling out of the organs. Take a deep breath in, exhale, bend down, hands on the knees, keep the breath out, start the belly button in and out. at a fast rate. Try for at least 50 times as you hold the breath in. Hold the breath out. Continue hold the breath out. As you push the belly button into front of the spine, hollow the area underneath the basket. Imagine trying to push the heart right between your shoulder blades. The belly button to the front of the spine. And release, come up. Breathe in. Breathe out, relax. We'll do it one more time. Again, really have to relax the belly muscles, even though hold the breath out. Just allow it to just make waves very, very fast. Okay, so one more time. Take a deep breath in. And come down on the exhale. Relax belly muscles and make the belly jump up and down. Now hit the front of the spine. Hold that. Push the belly button right to the front of the spine. Contract the buttocks. Heart between the shoulder blades. And release, come back up. Breathe in deeply. Breathe out, relax. Good. Now let's start to move the body, the joints in the body. Move them any which way. Keep moving as Dharmaji says. Keep moving in all ways, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Or you end up in big trouble. Hands on the hips, start to circle the head. Try to touch the ears, the shoulders, the chin, the chest, the back, head to the top of the back. It feels better for you to do semicircles, and you can do that as well. Go in the opposite direction now. Move head all the way around if you can. Now arms up over the head, inhale, exhale down. Do the exercise of the vigor and the breathing as well, enthusiasm, so that you get the full range of benefits. Now inhale straight up with your arms, spread the fingers, exhale as you pull them down, make them into fists. Now forward and front, same action with the hands. Roll the arms back and forth, try to get the arms behind the ears. Good, now left arm up, right hand down, and then circle in opposite directions. Right arm up, left arm down, change directions. Now inhale, arms up. Exhale, throw the body down. Belly hit the thighs. One more. Let's stay down here for a moment to allow the body to stop shaking and bouncing. Roll your way up. Shake out the wrists, move fingers very, very rapidly. Again, no control over the hands. They're moving all by themselves. And up and down like the wings of a hummingbird. You can spin the hands in circles if you like. Now, next one has a squat. So if you can't squat down or go down all the way, just go down as far as you can. Be mindful of your knees. Arms up, inhale. Exhale, drop into a squat. Now come back up. arms out like almost out to the side of the height, the shoulders like a cactus. Going from side to side, throw the body from side to side, make sure your head turns all the way with your body as well. Kapalabhati is doing it. And back to the front. Next one, 4 movements again, a squat. So again, do according to your conditions. Look like this. Inhale up, exhale down, inhale, spring up, exhale down. If you can't jump up, just lift your heels. Up. Pretend you're Jack in a box. Bring it out of the box and being pushed back down. Next one, arms in front of the body, wrist side to the shoulders. Circle around to the backwards to the in the front again. Exhale, punch in and punch right back out, or pull in and punch back out. Now the arms start down beside the body, circle in a quarter this time, but the same action. Drop the arms down after you punch it. Next, you spread open the feet a little bit more, the toes beyond the edge of the mat, pointing outwards. Going from side to side, left arm up, inhale, bend to the right on the exhale, right arm up, inhale, bend to the left on the exhale. And then release. Next one, same action, but the breathing's different. Left arm up, inhale, hold the breath, bend to the right. Back up on the exhale, right arm up, inhale, bend to left, push the hips out towards right. And then come back up on the exhale. Continue. Remember that all beings are experiencing this through you. So do the practice mindfully. If it doesn't feel good to you, then it won't feel good to others. So keep remembering that. But you have to try as well. Go to the edge of your potential so that you keep on advancing that edge. Otherwise, in 20 years, you will be in the same place if you remain too complacent, if you don't try anything. And then you might lose your enthusiasm if you don't make progress. So just keep doing your best. Imagine you have weights dangling from all the fingertips to allow you to sink deeper into the stretch. Try to avoid making wrinkles in the underside of the body, all over the underside of the body, as you stretch the whole top side. And as Dharmaji also says, in the poses, use your intellect, use your intelligence to try to figure out the shape and what forces you need in order to realize the shape. One more on each side. Reach to the right, stretch to your limits, and come back. And then return. Now come on to the hands and knees. So hands underneath the shoulders, cat-cow. So just firing up the core muscles, heat up the navel area. Inhale, arch the back. Exhale, round the back. Inhale. Exhale. Make sure you don't jam up the back of the neck or the lower back on the inhale. Exhale. And create a little bit of space in your throat. On the exhale, you don't shut off the air passage. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Telescope the trunk out hips and neck out the shoulders. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Push the floor away. Inhale. Exhale. But get the body as far away from the ground as possible. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One last one. Inhale. And exhale. Now come back to neutral back. This one's for the hips. Swing a leg back, up and out like a pendulum. Inhale, swing the leg up. Exhale, out to the side. Go back up there. You need to modify, you can keep your knee bent. You can slow it down if you need to as well. And then the other leg, left leg up, inhale, swing it up to your left. Happens every day, the body gets accustomed to moving, even in the early hours of the morning. Repetition is a key to success, constant practice, and determination. And with the observance of the ethical rules as well, anything is possible. So now you lie down on the belly, working the upper back muscles. So join your hands behind your back. If it's too much, join your hands because your shoulders, limitations, then you can just keep your hands apart. But if you squeeze your hands together, when you come up, it helps you get a little bit higher. So anchor down to the thighs, the tops of the feet. Inhale, come up. Exhale, back down. Up, down, 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 up, and down. And relax. Breathe in. And breathe out, relax. Next, we're going to come back into child's pose. This one has 4 movements. Inhale, coming up, rounding your back in high cat. Exhale, dropping hips in your hands, chest forward, the head back. Inhale, back up into high cat. Exhale, seat all the way back behind the heels. Come up, inhale. Exhale, forward, chest forward, shoulders back. Inhale, up. Exhale, back. Up. And forward. Elbows come back out of the shoulders. Up. And back. Same thing. Inhale, come up. Push the chest forward and away from the seat so you don't crunch your lower back. Inhale. Exhale, back. Inhale, rounding. Exhale, arching, flexing the spine. Inhale, rounding again. Exhale, flatten and lengthening. And up. Forward. Up. All the transitions smooth and seamless and back. Up. Imagine your wave emerging from the water, reaching its full height. Starting to crest, diminishing in height until it disappears back in the water. Inhale, use these powerful visualizations, use your imagination to try to achieve the effect that you try to achieve and back. And now up and forward, back, and all the way back, feet behind heels. Inhale. Exhale. Imagine you are a serpent. Imagine how the boundless range of motion up and back. And one more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And relax here. Breathe in. And breathe out. In the path of self-realization, we realize all experience, realize all forms. So at one point, you may have been near as a serpent. Tap into those qualities. So now we're going to go into Cobra. On the inhale, glide forward, brush your nose to the ground. Raise the head, hold the breath, hold the pose. Everything stops. Still the mind. And back on the exhale. Now, if that was a difficult entry, you can also do an alternative one. You can come into baby plank. On the inhale, drop your hips, bring your chest forward, the head back, and then hold the breath again when you're in the form of the cobra. And back, exhale. Continue to inhale. Imagine trying to tug the floor towards you with your hands. Let's go back. Imagine trying to get the back of the head over the seat. And back, exhale. Glide forward. Put yourself in the body of the snake. Imagine how the balance range of motion again. Breath. Hold the pose. And back. Tap into all divine qualities. Be regal and wise. Fierce and fearless. Hold the breath. Become one with the form. And back. Samadhi is when you completely merge the form. You let go of all identification of the body, mind, and emotion, and you merge the divine within the form. Hold the breath. And back. It's concentration, and it's very, very profound. This time, if you want, continue to cobra, open up the legs, come onto your fingertips, bring your feet up towards the head. If you can't touch your toes to the head, go ahead. Not necessary, none. Back, exhale. Just work different joints at the same time. Glide forward. Push your elbows into the sides of the body. Make sure your hips are close to the head, close to the hips. So you get the whole body from the legs, tops legs up. And then perhaps the head will come closer to the feet. Hold the breath, hold the pose. It's a constant practice that you find the tricks that you need. Comes the poses more easily, more efficiently. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And you can stay in the pose longer and enjoy the silence as you become one with the form. Take the feet back, forward, come up. 3 times blessed with those who can imitate the forms on all levels, physically, mentally, and spiritually. Copy the teacher. In this case, the teacher is a serpent. One more time, make it the best thing yet. Hold the breath, hold the pose. And break the pose. Come back into child's pose. Breathe in. Breathe out all of the teeth. Good. Now come back onto the belly. So bring the feet up towards the seat. Bring fingers on either side of the body. So option one, lift the chest, bring your arms up, and then come back down. Lift the thighs off the ground. If you can, take hold of the ankles. Do down your asana. Flex your feet. Inhale, you can lift the chest and push your feet away from the body. If you can even lift your thighs by pulling on your legs and back down. So different options depending on your abilities again. Up and down. Inhale, up and down. Up and down. As you get into the movement, maybe you can come up higher with each repetition and down. Up and down. Push through with your toes and the balls of your feet, whichever one you're doing. And down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Up. Down. Surrender to the pose. Up. And down. Up. And down. One more. Up. And down. Break the pose. Bring the forehead onto the hands. Stack the hands in front of you. Breathe in. Breathe out. Learn to let go of the effort immediately so you don't take it into the next pose that follow. Now flip onto your back. Doing tucks now. Second. Okay, so now arms over the head to start. Inhale, stretch. Exhale, come to tuck. Bring your forehead to your knees if you can. Inhale. Exhale, tuck. Inhale. Bring your shoulders up off the mat so your shoulders come closer to the knees. And up. Inhale, bend. And tuck. Lengthen. Make your body compact like a fist. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, stay in movement like a beating rhythm. Feel the breath now. Come to tuck. Everything stops. All the mind activity, the body movements and emotions frozen. Release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath. You can use your elbows and squeeze on either side of the knees. Bring one fist in front of the other. Maybe you can bring the forehead closer to the hands, maybe against the hands completely. Release either way, even if your head doesn't touch. Concentrate on the space in your eyebrows. Hold the breath. And release, exhale. Inhale, stretch. Hold the breath and tuck. Each pose, we're trying to find the stillness. Bring the mind into quiet. Release, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath and tuck. Like a duck is frantically paddling underneath the water, but from above, the duck appears completely calm. Release. Raise your arms overhead, stretch. Feel the breath and tuck very tightly. Release. All the tension of this seated divine perception in between the eyebrows. Hold the breath and tuck. Release, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath and tuck. You want to be still no matter what the body is doing, no matter what you're experiencing and passing through. Remain undisturbed, unbothered by feelings. And release. Again. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, imagine you fainted. Let go of all fatigue. Let go of all it. So now, just rock back and forth. So you can do this a number of ways. You just take hold back and rock back and forth. If you're stronger, you can have the arms and legs extended. Bring your legs all the way back behind your head. Bring them back down. Try not to bend your legs. Come up the body, see the heels again. Reach forward and then come over. All the movement smooth. The breathing is uniform. The speed of the movements of the legs rising and the arms flowing and going down. It's uniform. Try to wait till the heels are anchored down. Try not to lift the heels as you sit up if you have the strength. Use your core. Visualize your body moving with ease and power. Perhaps this will translate to your movements. More. Stretch. We do a full version. But wherever you're at in the practice, it's perfect if you're just doing your best. And then the next one, your legs go back behind your head. And come down, up, bend your knees, plant your feet, and then come right up smoothly. Good. We're going to continue with some sun salutations. So make way, go to the front of the mat. So now, we go to the front of the mat now, Surya Namaste. Hands to the heart, keep offering up the postures. Keep seeing God in all forms. Raise your arms up overhead, arch back. Fold the body down, bend your knees if you need to, bring hands on the ground. Right foot back, drop down to the seat. Into the high plank. Ashtanga Namaskar, knees, chest, forehead down. Swing forward between your arms. If you can, lift your hips, knees away from the ground. Push the floor away from you. So pulse here. Push your hips forward between your hands. Chest forward, nose up. Look like a dog howling. You can bend your toes up if you like. Now, back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Bounce through the chest. Try to get your head close to the ground. Open up your shoulders. Belly to your thighs. Look like a dog stretching its back. Now bring the right foot forward to the hands. Drop down to the seat. Put your hips forward, right towards the front heel. And then as the left foot comes in to meet the right, Uttanasana, chest on the thighs, head down. Come right to standing, raise your arms over the head, arch back. Come back home, hands apart. Engage the buttocks and the upper back muscles. Use arms up and back. Fold forward. Belly on your thighs, head down. Left foot back. Into the plank. Knees, chest, forehead down. Elbows close to the body. Push your with your fingers. And heels your palms into upward facing dog again. Bounce. Push your hips forward. Shoulders back. Try not to be big fold across the lower back or the back of the neck. The dog howling at the moon. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Embody loyalty of the dog to its master. Seat the heart, curve the back body. Hollow at the back. Good. Now from here, left foot forward. If that's a difficult transition, you bring the right knee down. If it doesn't make it all the way, just use your left hand to push the foot forward. Feet together. Uttanasana. Come right to standing. Reach up and back. Hands back apart. Don't worry about the breath, just move the body. The breath will follow. Breathe in a way that feels natural, that allows the body to move easily. The right foot back. Into the plank. Ashtanga Namaskar. Right foot into upward facing dog. Charge the legs. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Bow down in humbleness. Raise your arms up. Open yourself up to divine grace. Hands back to the heart. Reflect devotion and surrender and humility in all the poses. Let go of all expectations and all attachments to results. Left foot back. Into the plank. Down we go. Right foot into upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Back foot steps forward. Feet together, Uttanasana. Go up and back. Come back home. Now adding on, raise your arms up. As you come down, bend your knees, land your belly on your sides. Join your hands and pull all the way over your head. Right foot back, back knee down. Into Kapyasana, raise your arms all the way up and back. And your ears stretch, rock your shoulders back and forth. Lift the chest, push the belly up, the chest up. Good, back into high plank. You can do the same entry into upward facing dog, or if you want, bring your seat all the way back. You can either do it with your knees, and slide right through as you continue to lift your hips, or if you want, bring your seat back. See if you can do it without touching your legs and your hips to the ground. One more time, take the seat back, and you enter into upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right foot steps forward to the hands, drop down to the seat. Kapyasana again. Reach up, stretch. Torso further up using your arms. Imagine your arms start at your hips. Rock your shoulders back and forth, lift the chest. Now swing your arms back, hold breath, left foot comes me to right. Uttanasana, push the body into your legs, the forehead towards the shins. You can, if you're flexible, push your seat right over in line with your heels. Come up to standing, sweep the arms all the way up and back. Come back home. Raise your arms up again, stretch the whole front of the body. Bend your knees, belly on your sides, and push your body into your legs. Try to get your legs straight without detaching your body from the legs. Bend your knees a bit if you need to. Then the left foot goes back knee down. Kapyasana again. Push your hips all the way forward, lift the heart, arms behind the ears, or as far back as you can. Rock your shoulders back and forth. Come back down into a high plank. 3 times into upward facing dog, into whatever entry you like. We can seat back, push into reach your palms, base of the toes. And again, take a seat back, forward, and back. One more time. Into upward facing dog. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left foot step forward to the hand, drop down to the seat, Kapyasana again. Reach up and back. The more you repeat, the more the practice, the postures come with ease. Radiate your light within like the crescent moon reflects light of the sun. Now from here, belly on your thighs, swing hands back behind the back, hold the breath, the feet come together, Uttanasana. Head plunges towards the feet, gesture of humbleness. Come all the way up to standing, raise your arms overhead, arch back. Come back home. Let's do that one again, but stopping this time. Raise your arms up overhead. Come forward. Belly on your thighs, swing your hands all the way up over your shoulders. Right foot back into Kapyasana. Come back down. Let's try another transition if you feel up to it. Left leg swings all the way up into 3-legged dog. Come forward into high plank. Shoulders over the fingertips. Pull the elbows into sides body. Lower your chest down if you can with 2 hands. Right into upward facing dog. If that's too much, just do one of the other entries. Back into Adho Mukha Svanasana. Right leg up, 3-legged dog, step the foot between hands. Back and down, Kapyasana, reach up and back, stretch, come right forward again, belly on your thighs, hands behind the back, Uttanasana. If your legs are straight, the whole body gets up on the legs. Come right up to standing, arch back. Come back home. Left side, raise your arms up, stretch, hold the body down in half. Bend your knees, push your belly into your thighs, the hands over your shoulders, left foot back. Make the transition smooth and seamless like you're doing a divine dance devotion. Press into your hands if you can. Swing your right leg all the way up into 3-legged dog. Come forward, shoulders over the fingertips. Lower down, push through with your toes, elbows to sides of the body. Lower down through your chest first. Follow through with the rest in upward facing dog. Adho Mukha Svanasana. Left leg up. Step the foot between hands. This is why we do all those warm-ups, so that the body is prepared and the joints are loose. Kapyasana. So you hand behind the back, right foot to the left, Uttanasana. Push your feet up in line with your heels, face to the shins. Come right to standing, arms up overhead, arch back. Come back home. Take pause here for a moment. From the heart, inhale the left and heart up to the crown. Hold the breath. Action block going into all beings everywhere. Exhale back down to the heart. Release the hands. Remain established in divine love towards all beings everywhere. Keep sharing it. And then go on. So we're going to come to the back of the mat to start. You can have the arms out to the side, or if you can join your hands together and squeeze heels and palms together. Balancing T. Left foot forward, come forward, and then raise your right leg up. Try to look like the letter T. Imagine lying on a table flat on your belly. Now you can stay here or you can dip down, bend your left knee, bring your belly on your thigh, pull your hands up higher off your back. Try to get your right foot higher than your hip. If you can, curve the spine, shoulder blades together, open up your palms. If your arms are apart, you can just take your arms up, keep your arms up to the side. Imagine you're gliding eagle soaring through the air. At great height, from a great height, at great speed. Break the pose. Press into your left foot and come back. Try it on the other side now. The right foot forward. Join your hands, squeeze your palms together if you can. Or keep them apart if that's better for balance. Raise the left leg up. If you fall out of it, just come back up. Keep trying. Stay here or bend your right knee, bring your belly high, lower on the thigh. Pull your hands up off your back. Keep your toes pointed on the left foot. Arch the back. Curve the spine. Break the pulse. Charge the body. Turn the palms forward. Inhale the best, subtract the best from everywhere around. Right up the spine to the ground. Exhale, send it out to all beings everywhere. Good. Ballet pose. Stand on your left foot. Take hold of the heel, the right heel from the inside, thumb behind the heel. Bring your arm and leg out at the same time. Try to have your toes and the fingers in the same line. If you're having trouble bouncing, stand against the wall, or you can bring your left hand on the wall. If you can't straighten your leg, you can hold them with the knee. Sometimes that might be easier. More flexible, bring the foot up higher. Try to have your arm and leg at the same angle. Look up, be poised and graceful like a dancer. Good. Now from here, hold your breath. Let go of the foot slowly. See if you can avoid letting the foot drop at all. Good. Now lean to your left, bring your foot down. Going into the next one, bring your hands down, turn sideways so you can see. Bring your left hand to your foot on the outside of the heel, index finger along the heel. If you're having trouble with raising your leg higher, you can bend your knee if you like, try to bring your knee up higher. Otherwise, you walk the right hand close to the foot, closer and closer. Your belly stays with your thigh. Bend your left knee if you need to. So you can get your right hand on the foot as well. Index fingers on either side of the heel. Both index fingers. Gaze is just beyond the toes. Break the pose, bring the right foot back down, head stays heavy as you roll your way up. Try it on the side now. Anchor down to the right foot, spread the toes so you can stay balanced. And bring the left, take hold of the left heel from the inside and bring the leg up. At whatever height is suitable for your flexibility, wherever you are, is perfect again if you're offering the pose. Poses become even more magnificent when you're offering them up. Don't do it just for yourself. Good. Now from here, get ready to release the foot. So engage leg muscles, hold the breath. Go the foot. And then lean to your right. Swing your leg down without touching the ground with a foot if you can. Bring your fingertips to the ground. Bend your right knee to prepare so you can get your belly on your thigh. Bring your left leg or left knee up higher, depending again on your flexibility. And see if you can get your right hand on your ankle. The index finger on the outside of the heel, and walk your left hand closer and closer. You have to have your belly or your hip in the same line as your heel in order to be able to find a balance to eventually take your left hand off the ground and on the foot as well. Squeeze the forearms to your leg. Gaze is beyond the toes again, just in front of your toes. Break the pose, bring the left foot back down, roll your way up. Again, charge the body. Inhale the best. Right up to the crown, right up towards the crown. Exhale, send the breath out. Good. So now we're going to move into other poses now. Stand in the middle of the mat, facing out along the mat. Get ready for warrior two. Fingertips in line with your elbows, the height of the shoulders. Jump or walk your feet apart. Turn to your left. Bend your left knee. Go nice and deep into the stretch. You're more flexible, your feet are further apart, and your back knee is just a few inches from the ground. Left knee is over the toes. Look over the front hand, embody the courage and the confidence and determination of the warrior. Now, Paschimottanasana. If your the hips are about the height of the knee or lower, you bring left hand to the ground, right arm over the head. If you're not quite there, if you're starting to hunch forward, you can bring your forearm on your thigh and your right arm goes over. Try to have your arm in the same line as the rest of your leg. Make sure your hip is not popping up. Flatten out. Look to the hand above you. Now from here, reach forward, fingertips beyond your knee. Slide your right foot in, right into Ardha Chandrasana if you can. Have good balance, look forward. Hip is over the heel. Hold your breath. So you can take your left hand to your heart. And bring your right foot back down. Turn forward, lower the knee down, Kapiasana. Reach your arms up again, curve your spine. Lift the chest, push your lower back up and in. Try to get your arms behind your ears. Eventually, your fingertips will go over the toes. If it's too much, bring your hands on the knee and lean away from the leg. Drop back. Or the hands can stay on the seat. Use your hands to take all the wrinkles out from underneath your hands on the skin. Stretch the back skin. Now from here, coming back up. Bring your hands on the inside, the left foot, and the left foot out to the edge of the mat. Lift the knee and just rock back and forth. Push off the base of the toes. Push back to the heel. Lizard. Then push one more time to the back foot. Lower the knee down. Fall towards your right. See if you can get your hips low enough so you can get in your forearm. Roll back to your left. Both sides of your hips equally close to the ground. And if you can get the hips to anchor down, the rest of the body will fall more easily. The belly, the chest, chin. Your hips are not close to the ground. Just keep on your hands, but keep pressing your hips towards the ground like you're doing a cobra. Okay, so make sure that your knee's not falling out away from your body, or your foot's not sliding away. Your shin should be vertical. Your shoulder close to the knee. Try to get your back lower than the knee. Come back onto the hands. Slide your left foot in. Come upright. The toes are bent under on the back foot. Your legs up the box. Your knee, your front heel is about 10 inches away from the knee. So you can lift your foot up. If it comes up easily, it's in the right place. Then Parivrita Paschimottanasana, the right arm up, angle the toe and knee towards the right, push it out of the way. So you can get your right arm down to the left more easily. Armpit eventually on the outside of the knee. Left hand starts at the shoulders, pushing into the right, and you push down. As you push down, try to get the belly comes higher than the thigh, the center of the chest is moving towards the thumbs. Then to the right behind your thumbs, roll the left shoulder back. If you want, you can try to take your back knee up off the ground. If you want to take a bind, you can go ahead. Use the left hand to guide the right arm underneath the body. The leg, left arm goes over your back. If you have the bind, pull in the hand. Try to get your chest and face to turn all the way up. Break the pose. Bring your hands back towards, so your feet to your body, between your legs again. Turn around and come all the way back up. Go to the other side now. Turn towards the right. Virabhadrasana. Make sure your back arm is not dropping down. Keep at the same height of the shoulder. Look over the front hand. Again, reflect all the qualities of warrior. They're already within, you just have to turn them on. Be strong, be proud, be devoted like the warrior is to the people they serve. Now from here, Paschimottanasana. Again, depending on the height of your hip, your form may come on your left or your right side, left arm overhead, draw your shoulder back. Try not to lose your neck. Or if your hips are low enough, the right hand can come to the ground on the inside of the foot. Reach from the foot all the way to the hand. Stretch. Visualize yourself in the pose. And if it doesn't feel like you're reflecting that vision, then see if you can make the corrections. Now from here, you bring left hand onto your hip. Slide your right hand forward, about 14, 16 inches from your right foot. Drag your left foot in until you can lift it up. Ardha Chandrasana. Then the left arm comes up as well. Bouncing on your left foot or your right foot. Push your left shoulder back. And if you want, you can try to take your right hand up off the ground. Right hip over the heel, hold the breath, and take your left hand to your heart. Right hand to your heart, sorry. And bring the left foot back down, turn forward, Kapiyasana again. Lift the chest, push your lower back up and in, send your hands back. Think of the crescent moon radiating its light. Radiate your own light from within. Lift the heart. Set your sights high in every way. Physically, mentally, and spiritually. Go to the higher level. Offer it up. And then from here, break the pose. Hands the inside of the right foot. Move the right foot out to the edge of the mat. Reach back and forth again, pushing to reach your toes. Pushing back to the left heel. Then one more time, push the left heel, lower the knee down. And then see again if you can fall onto your left hip and your left arm and roll back to the right. You should not have one side of the feet higher than the other. Try to keep them even. And imagine your hips are made of lead, or that there's a big weight sitting on top of your seat. Maybe this will flatten the body out. The more you lengthen, the more the body will approach the ground. And then try to merge as a form. When you surrender to the form and try to imagine where that body, that being is at ease, you too may find ease. And so, slide the foot back in, kind of twist on the back foot. See again if you need to wrap it up. And then anchor it down, left arm goes up, anchor the knee towards the left, push it out of your way, and then get your left arm on the inside of the right leg. Push your right hand to your left, send the chest up towards the thumbs, roll the right shoulder back, turn all the way up. Here you can try to take the bind first, if you like. Push your seat back. If your armpits on the outside of the knee, it's a little bit easier. And then use your left hand to guide the head underneath the leg. In a diagonal line, so the hand can pass from your belly. Right arm goes over the back, join them together. And see, if you want, you can try to lift your knee up off the ground as well. Push through the heel, push into the base of the toes. Twist. Each time you get, enter into your meditation. Find divine union. Now from here, break the pose. Come back between your legs. So here, let's do Prasarita Palutanasana. Take hold of your legs, close the ankles, or hand step on your fingers with the edges of your feet. Push your head forward and then pull the body right in between your legs. Try to get your head between your feet. If you're more flexible, maybe the back of the head comes to line with your heels. Lift the shoulders up. Take the elbows out to the side. Roll the thighs outwards, roll the shins inwards. Now from here, come forward. Bring your hands forward and lower your knees down, frog pose. Your toes are splayed out, your heels in the same line as your knees. Bring your forearms down and see if you can sink your seat down between your knees. Be careful here, this can be pretty intense, so don't go again to the point where you pull muscles. Be mindful. Now you can either stay there if you're more flexible, you can bring your hands up your shoulders, come back, open up your legs, and start to work your feet. Keep pushing that to the side. You're very flexible, you might be able to actually come way down. Okay, so again, know your limitations. Mention your breath. Eventually, you might be able to bring your belly right down onto the ground as well. This is not for everyone. Of course, be mindful of your limitations. Know when you reach your limits. So, now from here, depending where you are, come up, push into your hands, and slide one foot in at a time. Or you just come up onto your forearms and come up the same shape as before. Okay, so from here, walk your feet a little bit further in actually, so they're about 2 feet apart. Toes pointing out and roll your way up. Easy Chakasana. Bend your knees over the toes, push into your seat, pull down, push in at the same time. Lift the chest, allow the head to go back. Slowly, mindfully. You can stay there with your hands on your seat if you're more flexible, if you feel comfortable. Walk your hands down, just below the knees, push into the heels, palms into just underneath the knees, roll the sides outwards, roll the shins inwards. More flexible, keep going if you like. And walk your hands all the way down, eventually you can step on your fingertips and your heels. Pull on your heels if you're all the way down. Push hips forward and up. Now from here, make your way back up. Carefully, if your hands on your legs somewhere, walk them up one at a time, push into your seat, and come all the way back up. Good. From here, jump your feet together again. Come into mountain consciousness, Tadasana. Take a deep breath in from the base of the spine, it's a representative of the base of the mountain up to the ground, the summit. Exhale, go all the way back down, back to the base. Be steady, be unshakable, be immovable in your devotion to serve others. And so now make your way to the back of the mat. If you want, you can fall into plank. Make sure you have the wrist to do this. So you come forward, hold the breath. Hands come a little land in front of your shoulders. Otherwise, you just come onto your knees and make your way into plank. From here, side plank. With your left hand towards the right a little bit, turn on your feet, go to the right. If you're starting to sink through the shoulder, your hips are starting to drop, just lower your left knee down. Do it from here. Hold the pose, straight line from the feet all the way to the head, and from hand down, one top hand down to the bottom hand. Go back to the plank and turn to the left. Stand on your right hand. Push into the ground with your hands. Try and keep your arm fully extended. Drop down on your knee if you need to. If you start to fall into your shoulder, it won't collapse through the shoulder. Back to high plank. Do it one more time. Maybe this time, if you want, you can do a variation. Go back on your left hand. If you want, you can raise the right leg up. You can bring a foot on your thigh, or you can just plant your foot down alongside the left, inside the left knee. Flip your hips and chest up. Move your left foot in. Make sure the inside edge of the foot is down. If you want, you can see, push your hip all the way up and see if you can get your right foot up off the ground. If you can take hold of the knee. Maybe you move up to the foot. Break the pose, come back. Keep seeing yourself in the practice you're trying to attain. Visualize yourself as a form, and then with constant practice, perhaps at some point the body will raise. So push your hips up, lift your hips up as high as you can. Inside edge of the left, right foot is grounded. And see if you want, you can see if you can bring the left foot up off the ground. You can practice this. Eventually, you can take hold of the knee from the inside, maybe slide your hand up to the foot to get the flexibility. Push your hip all the way up, otherwise, if your hips start to sag and feel heavy, and it won't be easy to take the weight up off your left foot, so you can raise it up. Break the pose, come back into plank, and from here, lower the knees down. Come to child's pose, breathe in, breathe out, relax everything. From here, lift your seat, roll onto the top of the head. Your seat comes up, you're more on the top head, maybe more towards the back of the head. So if it's too much stretch for the too much pressure on the head, just move your head forward, push into your hands. Okay, so if you hear, you can go into headstand. If you know a headstand, go ahead. Otherwise, you stay here. If it's too much pressure for the head still, you can take hold of your opposite elbows. Make sure your elbows are underneath the shoulders. You can take hold of the arms easily. Then bring your hands in front without moving your elbows. Bring your head between your palms, or you can even have your head a little bit above the ground if it's too much. Push into your forearms, walk your feet close to your elbows, and then just when you push your heels up and down, up off the ground. Eventually, maybe your belly will come right against your side will come right against your belly. The more you get your hips aligned to your elbows and shoulders, the more easy it is to take your feet up eventually. Maybe take one leg up, the foot all the way back behind you. Bend your legs so that heels close to your seat. Keep your foot hanging close to the ground. The more compact you are, the more easy it is to find balance. Push into the form so you can pull the toes of the foot from you away from the ground. And then you might be able to keep going if you keep pushing to the back foot. Keep your legs bent, remember, when you're starting out. If you're very familiar with the pose, then you can go do whatever you want. But bring your attention to the space between your eyebrows. Watch the seat of the, bring your attention to the seat of divine perception. The center of the foreground. Slowly come down with control. You can split your legs if you like, so that one foot lands softly, followed by the other. Come back into child's pose, breathe in, breathe out. Relax everything. Then roll your way up. Find your way onto your back. Scoot your seat all the way forward towards your front heel. And then lower your back down on the ground, push into your arms and lift your seat up off the ground. Raise your hips up as high as you can. We're doing bridge pose. This is has the same type of shape as shoulder stand. See if you can take your arms underneath your body a little bit more, so they're underneath your body from the top, from above. You can't see your arms anymore. Try to center your hips, your knees are, if they're over your toes, your hips are sagging. Push your hips up, really push into the top of your shoulders. Tilt your hips forward, try to get your chest closer to your chin. You can lift your heels if you like, walk your feet in a little bit. And then drop your heels, but don't lower your hips. You want to have the shins vertical, your backs, your knees, not your heels. Now here, if you like, you can bring hands onto your seat if it's too much, or wrap your hands around the waist, the hips, thumbs underneath your body, your feet are sitting on your heels, your palms, other four fingers wrapped around the edges of your hips. So whichever hand position you like. Your hips up, and if you like, bring your left knee into your chest, raise the leg up, straight up. Get more strength to get up to the side, push the right knee out to the right. Be careful of your wrists again. Push into your upper arms. Back up, bring the leg down, Try it on your leg. Try to move your elbows close as possible underneath your body. Your right knee up, your right leg up now. So extend it straight up. Keep there or move it out to the side. Remember, this is just an option. You don't have to go here. You don't have to bring your leg up. Back up. Bring the leg down. Slip back down and then bring your hands down underneath your seat. Palms down. Lower your seat down on your wrists. Extend your legs. Push into your lower, move your hands a little bit further forward. And then lift your back up off the ground. Pull the elbows in, closer to one another, behind the heart. Lift the chest. Top of the head comes down. Try to get a nice high curve in your arch. Chest up as high as possible. Imagine you're beaming left out of the heart, all beats. Take your attention to the base of the throat. And now breathe very fast. Breathe through the nose. Keep going if you want to raise your legs up 12 inches off the mat. You can. Lower the legs down and break the pose. Take your arms out from underneath. Breathe in. Bringing the best of the best right towards the skin, like beam to light coming in. Exhale, send them everywhere throughout the body. Feel rejuvenated, feel recharged. So now come to seat position. Any which way you like. Bend your knees to start. If you need to, you can keep them bent the whole time. Paschimottanasana. Arms up, hinge forward, belly on your thighs. You can either wrap your arms around underneath your legs and hold your arms. And keep your body with your thighs. And then start to push your heels forward. If you're more flexible, you can bring your legs all the way flat down on the ground and go ahead. Take over the edges of the feet. And imagine you're trying to get your chest beyond your knees. Lengthen. Try not to lose connection to your belly and your thighs. Imagine the top head's going to touch the feet at any moment. Inhale from the base spot all the way to the crown. Exhale back down to the base of the ground. Keep watching the breath. Release. Put your hands behind your back. And your feet in. Actually, bring your feet a little bit closer. Point the toes and fingers away, out a little bit. Roll your hips up. Make sure your hips stay at the same height as your knees and your shoulders. The chest higher than the shoulders. The head goes back. Breathe very fast. Lower the seat down. Bring your feet and your knees together into twist. Move your feet out a little bit further forward. And left arm goes the outside of the thigh. Push the lower back up and in. Keep the back straight. Inhale, lift through the heart. Lift the lengthen the spine. Exhale, turn to the right. And imagine trying to push your knees beyond the left edge of the body. Like hold your right shoulder. Back to the center, go to the other side, right arm up, left arm right down the back. Try not to lean back. Keep your hand against the back of the center of the seat, and then turn to the left. Try to get your chin over the back shoulder. Break the pose, lie on the back for a few moments for Shavasana. Now, let go of all fatigue. Imagine you're bringing in all attention to a certain single point in the center of the body. And then exhale, drop it right out of the body. Prepare yourself to receive the best. No barriers, no physical, mental, or emotional barriers. receive everything with gratitude, all the fruits of the practice. Imagine yourself being flooded by all the goodness, everything you need. Direct it all to the spiritual heart, which is located in the center of the chest and the right side of the physical heart. This is where God resides, and as God is equally present, everything that you bring to God as an offering goes out to all beings. Continue to share even now. Eventually, everything you do becomes an offering. Extend it beyond the practice room, beyond the mat. And then you learn, if you're in strict adherence to ethical rules, learn to control your thoughts, your actions, and your words so that they're always coming from a place of love. So you're transmitting again the best of the best. It's not that you're not going to ever, you will perhaps continue to feel some suffering from time to time. This helps to purify us through our actions. We learned to become more spiritually correct with each and every passing life. But we try not to transmit that to others. We try to radiate only love and light to all beings. So just do your best. It's the effort, again, that's most important. So now prepare to bring that out into your day-to-day lives now. Prepare to sit. Move in a way that allows you to stay in that quiet, calm mindset. No movements, no jerks, always soft movements. Close the practice with Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Instill the peace within, send out all beings everywhere. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Be receptive to the grace of God. All is within. Namaste. Thank you so much for joining. If you need to do more Shavasana, I invite you to go ahead and do some more now to allow more of the benefits to integrate. Until next time, much love and have a wonderful day.